Good day. I am Kazel, Geian, Ponio, and I will be presenting our research entitled Growth Response of Cucumber in Different Solid Organic Waste Materials. The effective use of organic waste has a significant impact on a plant's growth. Organic waste are biodegradable materials that can decompose naturally. It is the byproduct of living organisms. Items such as food scraps, yard waste, and agricultural residues are examples of organic waste by Segura et al. Year 2023. This organic waste can be recycled through the composting process to create valuable soil amendments under controlled conditions to create nutrient-rich compost, a valuable soil conditioner and fertilizer, according to Sayara et al. Year 2020. Researchers aim to assess the feasibility of different solid biowaste materials to the growth of cucumber. Specifically, the study aims to assess the nutrient composition of various solid biowaste materials, measure cucumber growth parameters such as height and leaf area to determine the impact of different biowaste materials on plant development, analyze the nutrient uptake efficiency of cucumber plants when grown with different biowaste materials, providing insights into the plant's ability to utilize available nutrients, and to enhance our understanding of sustainable agricultural practices by exploring the potential of utilizing biowaste materials as organic fertilizers for cucumber cultivation. The researcher believes that this study will not only yield data that will be helpful to her, more so to the following groups of people. For farmers, it gives information on how farmers can increase the development and yield of their cucumber crops. For teachers, it provides valuable resources to support their teaching and engage their students in exploration of sustainable agriculture practices. For parents, this can be helpful for parents who are interested in exploring alternative sources of fertilizer for their home. For students, they can gain valuable skills and knowledge that they can apply to their own gardens and agricultural projects. And lastly, for future researchers, this can be used by future researchers to develop sustainable and environmentally friendly crop cultivation practices. Critical framework. This study is anchored to the study of Cipollin et al. 2022, which entitled Response of Cucumber to Waste Wood Fiber Substrates and Additional Nitrogen Fertilization, stated that the best growth was seen when the plants were grown on PS, as opposed to plants grown under other growing media without additional compensatory nitrogen fertilization using conventional fertilization. This was true when the cucumber biometric parameters were evaluated in different growing media and at different nitrogen fertilization rates. Compost earthworms can construct structures containing any type of organic waste with the right pre-processing and regulated vermicomposting in the environment conditions. The qualities and conclusion of the media structure for plant development, or vermicompost made from natural materials wastes, was largely influenced by the type of parent-generated organic waste that they were created. Significant evidence is that vermicompost encouraged plant development both in the field and at greenhouse, by Edwards and Arrington 2022. Materials are shovel, measuring tools, cucumber seeds, food scraps, animal manure, and yard waste. So our prototype model consists of 3 beds with identical dimensions, 140 centimeter in length, 70 centimeter in width, and 30.48 centimeter or 12 inches in depth. The researcher would design a controlled experiment with different groups of cucumber plants exposed to different organic waste treatments. The researcher would apply the organic waste treatments to the respective groups of cucumber plants according to the experimental design. Throughout the duration of the experiment, the researcher would collect data on various growth parameters of the cucumber plants. The collected data would be recorded systematically, interpret the results of the data analysis, and draw conclusions based on the observed patterns and statistical significance. The researcher would evaluate whether the organic waste materials had a significant impact on the growth of cucumber plants and discuss the implications of the findings. So here is our table output. Table 1, growth of cucumber after 30 days in food scraps. Table 2, growth of cucumber after 30 days in animal manure. And lastly, Table 3, growth of cucumber after 30 days in yard waste. Within the food scraps and yard waste treatments, significant height disparities were observed among individual seedlings. Plant B in the food scraps treatment demonstrated the greatest height with 14 inches, while Plant A in the yard waste treatment achieved the maximum height of 16 inches. The growth response of seedlings differed across the 3 fertilizer treatments. Food scraps and yard waste exhibited variability in seedling height, suggesting differential nutrient availability or utilization by individual plants. In contrast, the seedling fertilized with animal manure displayed remarkable uniformity in height, 5 inches for all 3 plants, indicating a more consistent nutrient profile in this type of biowaste. In the plot where food scraps were used as fertilizer, all 3 grew. Although the growth were not equal, they had almost correspondent progress of growth. While the plants were growing, it hardly had an issue cultivating. This plot showed a more favorable findings compared to the other plots. For the second plot, which is animal manure, all three plants had an equal growth. They showed a coordinated growth, but during the second week, the leaves of all three plants had holes in them indicating the appearance of pests during cultivation. Out of all three plants, the plants in the animal manure plot were the only ones that were affected heavily due to pests. In comparison to food scraps, the plants in the animal manure plot were smaller in terms of height. This suggests that the appearance of pests might have hindered the growth of plants. We recommend botanists to investigate the plant-microbe interactions in bio-waste amended soils. Research the specific microbial communities associated with different bio-waste materials and their influence on cucumber root systems and nutrient intake. For agriculture, conduct field trials to verify the observed effects of different bio-waste on cucumber growth under real-world conditions, including varying sunlight and water availability. This would provide more accurate data for agricultural decision-making. Building upon this knowledge, they can delve deeper into the potential relationship of elevated bacterial content of animal manure and the leaf growth of cucumbers. That is all. Thank you.